are here. And this is something that I've just been called to do. About, messages from your past loved ones or from your ancestors that you need to hear right now. So I don't know why it is, but I just felt compelled to do this reading. So hopefully you'll find some insights and maybe some clarity in this reading. So that's kind of exciting. And I'm going to do a little bit of something different at the end with some like letters and trying to come up with messages to, as well, to kind of channel them through. So if you are new here, welcome. Thank you for considering just joining me here. It is an honor to have you here. My friends who have been with me for a long time, welcome back. I'm so happy you're back. Sort of we're like family here. So, okay. So let me actually show you each card. This is pile 1. This is pile 2. This is pile 3. And each one I kind of just picked it. I let Spirit kind of guide. This is my Mystic Sight Oracle. This is a very highly intuitive oracle. It's actually, I really like using it a lot. Yeah, and you can find it on Etsy. Okay, so I want you to kind of take a deep breath in with me, close our eyes, and also clear our mind. I just really want you to clear your mind, maybe even like move around a little bit if you feel like it. And now as you exhale and open your eyes, I want you to choose whichever pile draws you to it. All right, let's do this. Okay. Hello, Group 1. Oh, I'm so happy you are here, my dear Group 1 friends. All right. And I keep hearing this song like, it's like, I think it's Hemorrhage by Fuel. It's one of those songs. And memories are where you keep them. I think it's something like until the depths give up their debt. So it's sort of like, that's actually would be a good one for my music oracle. But basically, I'm saying to me, and I'm gonna just kind of, these are sort of what I wanted to do, but a message that I keep hearing is like sort of like until the depths give up their dead. And I feel like that we've been, what I'm seeing here is sort of like skeleton in the closet, but not in the closet. We kind of keep pushing it down. So I feel it's almost like emotions or like memories that just we keep pushing down because we don't actually want to face their emotions. And so I almost feel like that's something there. Yeah, so that's what it just keeps repeating that song over and over in my head. It's sort of like until the depths give up their dead, until like you can face those not mistakes, but until you can face whatever it is that you've been trying to put off. Like I feel like it might be experiences, and I that's what I'm just seeing, like experiences or something, or you're just trying to like, nope, refusing to acknowledge it here. And so that's just in general, that just kind of keeps coming here. So almost feels like if there's any kind of skeletons or like things you've been trying to like push, like actually now I'm seeing like somebody putting like dust or all the stuff that they sweep under the mat, right? It's like you keep on trying to not face it, and like covering it up, it almost feels like oh wow, that's a pretty strong image too. Like you have a really deep cut and you're trying to put a band-aid on it and it's like, no, it's gonna bleed. You have to like take care of that wound. You have to like let it heal. You have to and here's the big message here. You have to actually expose it a little bit, right? you can't just keep trying to cover it up. And I'm sort of seeing that's kind of the big message I'm getting from past loved ones here for you. You gotta let whatever it is that you have to, like I almost want to say like the wound in your heart, you have to let it heal. You have to like let it come to the surface and stop trying to put band-aids on it, because it's not healing, it's festering. And so that's an important thing. And so memories here. Yeah, I love this deck because it's sort of just telling me right here, it's like memories, information, serendipity. So there is an importance, and here it's important to go back. It is important to review the past, not stay there, not live there, not want to change the past, but rather take the past, like all the different things, learn from what you need to learn from it, right? So like see the patterns in the past, like where do you keep repeating cycles, seeing it, right? There's also, I feel like this is important for like maybe making a decision, or you're trying to move forward here. It's sort of like something in the past is very good at guiding you and how the next steps will be. So it's either that you're repeating something, like if you were successful in the past, repeating that process, or if that was not a success, then learning from that, like from where you think it went wrong, and then moving forward. And then once you have that, you're going to start sort of seeing the serendipity of things. You're going to, I almost feel like you're going to, well, you might hear songs, because that's the things. You might, like books might even open, I feel like, fall on the floor, or like magazines or something where there's words fall on the floor and open, right? Like there would be like some sort of answer there. I feel like almost like a word or just information that you need. It's just going to kind of fly open. I feel like that the information or whatever it is that you've been needing is sort of, it's available to you. You have to be open to it and being willing to see it. And also with this memories, I feel like there's a sense of, yeah, like it just keeps going back to like you have to like learn from the past. I know that's like very cliche, like learn from the past, right? But it's not even, it's sort of like, it's because I feel like you keep on trying to sweep it over. You keep on trying to, like I said, you keep on putting a band-aid over like the wound that isn't healing, because you're not letting it. It's festering instead. And so I feel like there's something in the past there too, that if you actually took your time, maybe you would see. First, we also would like whether it was actually as awesome as you remembered it, or where maybe you were glorifying it in a sense, or maybe it was not as terrible as you thought, but like looking at it from a child's point of view, it seemed that like it was bigger than that. I hope that makes sense. Like I can never really tell. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. So this is sort of confirmation here. So you have some sort of like offer coming through here. You have something like a blessing, I see, of Ace of Cups coming through, but you keep on ignoring it. Again, it's sort of like your arms are crossed and you're just focusing again on the past, on these three. I almost feel like this is sort of common ground and this is something new. And what I mean is like this is for you, your comfort zone. You're in your comfort zone and something new is trying to come into your life and you're trying to push it away. But it must, because there's an ending here, there's a new beginning, and the new beginning comes with this Ace of Swords energy. And the Ace of Swords energy here is clarity. It is, you see this third eye chakra being awakened. It is really about finding your truth here, and taking kind of back your power as well. I'm sorry that it's a little blurry. I'm trying to like, how do I make it less blurry? Oh, there it is. So, that was actually quite lovely. So if you're feeling blurry, what can you do? Pick up the death card now. If things are hazy, then yes, acknowledge the endings of things is what I am saying here. You have to acknowledge the end in order for a transformation to happen, right? You have to allow the past to be the past. Let the past remain. Let the past be the past. Let the dead remain buried, right? Don't try to kind of bring it back. And then move forward with this sense of clarity. Very beautiful Ace of Swords here. Clarity, intuition. And I feel like a sense of action. This to me is inaction, and this is to me action. Pretty nice. All right, let's see what other things your past loved ones. Anger. Anger can be an important aspect of transmutation. It allows you for the rapid processing of energetic blockages. Step into your inner warrior with love, compassion, and truth in order to restore peace. And so this is the truth that we're talking about. So anger, it comes in many shapes and forms. There could be anger can be a form of apathy. You're angry that things aren't the way you want them to be, right? You're angry. You could be angry with the world. You could be angry with your past. You could be angry with yourself. But again, you keep it inside. It keeps festering inside you. And so your spirit, like your past loved ones who love you, right? It's there. Your ancestors and saying like, no. If anything, we can, like, anger can be used. It is a transmuting energy if you channel it correctly, right? If you channel it towards, again, clarity and motion forward, then it can take you past where you are stuck right now. Or if you let it fester, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and more and more and more, and it consumes you, and then it stops being anger. And then it sort of turns to something else. If you go down in anger, you can sort of become apathetic. And then there's just a sense of like, what's the point? There is a point, my friend. There's a great things waiting for you. And I feel that that's what they're trying to tell you. Breathe. Take a moment to refocus your breathing amidst this challenge. Relax into evenness now. And so instead of hitting your head against the wall here, it is a time for you to pause, right? A pause. It is almost like, and it's telling us to refocus that anger, refocus that apathy into like allowing that Ace of Cups to come through here. Which I actually think the Four of Cups is one of the most, it's a very, on the nose kind of card, because it's saying, because this person actually wants that Ace of Cups, right? Most of us, want the happiness, want the joy, but we close ourselves off to that possibility because we're sort of like stuck in the sense in the state of like, I can never be happy, or like I don't see the happiness. So it's sort of like how if you focus on the like not having and like on the lack of, let's say, lack of love. If you're focused on lack of love, then yeah, that's what you'll see. But if you shift your focus and you actually see, and you focus on the love that you do have that surrounds you right now, then all of a sudden you'll see more and more love being offered to you. That's sort of like, that is pretty awesome if you actually ask me. All right, let's see what your higher self is. And that's how it is, dream messages. So your loved ones, past loved ones, and your ancestors are coming through here with your dream messages, like dream messages coming through. And again, it feels like that sword giving you the clarity. And that's also part of your serendipity. Whew. They're coming in hot. They really want you. I think this is a hard time for you, and so they want to break you free of that, because they are like, no, look, we have an Ace of Cups coming here. You have an Ace of Swords. Sort of like they're seeing a lot of beginnings for you, but you have to allow the death to happen. the transformation to take place. So here we go. So this is your affirmation. I am confident in my ability. So this is the affirmation they're sending you right now. I am confident in my ability. So having confidence in yourself. You got this. You really do. I just think you're, again, energy misfocused. Sort of like staying in the past too much. Courage, yes. Courage to speak. Courage to ask for help. Courage to speak what you desire. Archangel Michael, and that's also another awesome like angel, because he's the one who cut cords. So if you need cord cutting, I can speak. That's your angel right there. Let's see what other messages come here. So 555, yep, progress, momentum is increasing, and this is actually lovely because the 55 is actually the mid. It's the hump, right? It's the mid. The midpoint where you need to go, and it's actually the 5 after the 4, right? The 4 and then the 5. It's harder for you to get up there, but the progress, look, it's also again very much third eye chakra in terms of the color. It's also throat chakra as well, but seems very much a third eye chakra, listening to your intuitions. And then we have health. So you are being nudged to commit to improve your overall well-being. Consider healthier habits. Doing so will avoid future consequences. And so if you have a bit of an anger problem, this is telling you. If not, it's still just telling you got to take care of your health. And I almost feel like it's an apathy. It's like, we're done with the apathy. It is time for you to move on. So here's this is kind of what I wanted to do. I just want to see what, and we're going to see what messages. This is sort of like how the channel did. Sorry if it makes a lot of noise. I apologize. Okay. Q, Z, QZ. I, R. So I'm just going to kind of flip them over, and this might be important to you in some way. V, there's a lot of I's. L, B, X, W, L, yeah, okay. L, P, I think a lot of them. Maybe I shouldn't have done so much. U, and I feel like that was like almost like a mirror there. T, Y, A, O. Okay. Well, when I was looking at this, but it doesn't have it, I was thinking, blind. You're blind to something, not wanting to see something. What else did I want to see? New, like something new is coming. I like playing this game a lot. I shouldn't like it as much as I do, but I do. A lot, right? There's ALOT, a lot. I feel like a lot of stuff is coming. For some of you it's ill, so just be careful taking care of yourself so that you don't become ill. I also feel like moving up, and like that's something that you need to do. Possibly watching the movie Up. Like, you never know. What else, my friends? Blitz, like some sort of a blitz. I feel like, yeah, like a blitz, or like a marathon. A whole lot of, like, I feel like there's a lot of abundance here. And I just do it, like new beginnings coming through here. Illusion. I don't know why, but that's sort of like, don't fall into the illusion. Don't, yeah, I would say, like, don't fall into that sense of like hopelessness. That's really an illusion. There's so much out there for you, and so much love that is surrounding you. It's important. Let's see what else. Anything else? What Inner war, like a war within yourself. I owe you. Maybe you owe somebody or somebody owes you something. Okay. Vast, right? Large quantities of something. I don't know. I know that they don't have all the stuff, but those are what I'm just getting. I'm like, Washington. Some of you might be from Washington. Okay, I think, yeah, up on. Yep, I'm just gonna leave that there actually. So if there's any other words you can see, go for it and put them down below so it can help everybody else. I kind of can't see. So hopefully you got some sort of messages that you needed to hear. But I could definitely, one thing I can tell you for sure is that you are very much loved. And that's actually a message that they wanted to say, that there's so much love there for you. It's like, don't give up, don't feel that. It really is that hopelessness that is really an illusion. And I really want, like, I almost feel like they're like, open your eyes, my friend, to all the, like, the Ace of Cups, to the Ace of Swords that is available. Lots of new beginnings are on the horizon for you. They're already there. You just have to be willing to open your eyes to see them. And please do take care of your health. Yeah. Sort of like that's a gentle reminder for a lot of this. And so, yes. And trust in yourself. Trust in yourself. Even if you think that you've made a mistake in the past, those are all, I always say, they're just learning lessons that so that you can improve upon. If we didn't like make mistakes, if we didn't like, if we didn't fall down, we wouldn't know, like, we wouldn't be as strong as we are now. I always think that. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. Until I see you in the next one. Bye-bye, my dear friends. Hello, group 2. I am so happy you are here. So we have lots of messages for you. Oh, yeah. Sort of like, it's interesting. Yeah. All right. I'm kind of moved by this. But let's even before we kind of like, what message do you want the past loved ones, ancestors from the collective of group 2? What do you want to send them? What messages? Any songs? Anything? I almost feel like, and I know that this is weird, but it's almost like it's time for you to pick up back your faith up. I know that. I mean, like, maybe for some of you, not, but it's sort of like. I feel like this is interesting because it's a sort of feeling like group 1, but in a different manner. It's sort of like if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like you can't move forward, it is almost like it is that sense of faith that will get you out of there. But it's almost like even if you went to church, going to church. I'm not saying to like go and hear anything, but just to be in the peace of the place. If if you visit temples, or if like whatever it is that you ever did or consider doing, I feel like they're much like that's the past. Like your loved ones definitely. I'm seeing that they were very religious or like cared about religion or felt that connection. And so they're gently saying to pick it back up. I'm not saying, oh, you have to be religious or anything. That's not what I'm here. It's sort of like you've lost a connection with yourself. And I feel like with your higher self, especially with spirit, I guess. I could see it. It's almost like maybe for some of you, you rejected religion, and therefore you kind of rejected everything. And so it's like, no. There is a part of you like that is fundamentally needs that connection with spirit. And so what happens is sometimes we confuse religion with God, or we confuse religion with sister, like they're not necessarily intricately together. They could be, you could still believe in one thing and not necessarily visit or follow a specific guidance. I hope that makes sense. So what I'm seeing here is that your loved ones are saying, hey, even if you reject whatever religion, all right, or that doesn't mean that you have to stop your connection with spirit, and you especially don't have to stop the connection with them or your ancestors, because and that's actually gonna go into one of those things, because that was important. It was important to them, and it was important back then to help them lead the life that they needed to lead. So in a sort of like, and it may not just be with religion. It's sort of like, I feel like you're rejecting a part of yourself. You're rejecting something in its entirety, but there's an aspect of it that you need and you actually crave and desire. And it's weird because, well, I didn't like looking at the cards, and that's not what I thought that would be the message, but the message is that's, I feel like, yeah, it's sort of like, it's weird, because I feel like there's, and here is sort of like this, you're stuck in a dark place, maybe not all of you, but, and then this is, I guess, very specific, and so take what resonates, but there is like, I feel like there's, you're stuck in the shadows a little bit, because you keep on, it's sort of like you're clumping everything together, and rather than really looking at things individually, like I said, you don't necessarily have to be religious, but you still can have faith, and you can still believe in spirit or God. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to like stick to one thing or another. But I feel like it's like this. It's sort of like a very large scale of like, this is bad, and I'm almost kind of like your loved ones and like your ancestors are like, there's nothing, like there's to things. It's sort of like you're all out, and it's sort of like, no, you have to, like, there's a middle ground in there, and a part of it is really important for you is that faith. It's sort of what it'll get you through it. It'll get you through if you're stuck. It'll move you forward. It's sort of like it will pick you up and just get you to where you need to be. And so I feel like that's so important to you. Like, I know, and I don't like discussing things like that because I know it's personal to every person. But this, when past loved ones or when ancestors speak, I give the message, and if it triggers you, I apologize. But this is something that's because it's sort of like they want you to see that you're bigger than this, and the transformation is coming from in faith. In faith you allow. In faith you kind of like, you almost are willing to not hold on to things, and this is sort of stuck. It's like this stuck energy, versus like faith, you open your hands up. You're actually here. We actually have this, and you release, and you, in a sense, pray. You hope, you wish that things will turn out as they will, and I feel like that they will, and that's what I'm seeing here. And I do love that you have like the treat here, which is with like a unicorn. It's sort of, for me, it is like a wish fulfillment of some kind, and it to me, with that unicorn, your past loved ones and your ancestors are saying it's awesome that you are who you are. They don't want you to like fit a mold. They never did. Even if you, that's what you thought, they was like, no, they want you to be happy. And I think part of it is connecting again to spirit, to your faith. I think that's what they're saying here, and that's the whole thing. It changes you. I also noticed a lot of blue. And that's interesting because I was going to say like, oh, that could definitely be throat chakra, maybe expressing things And it could be definitely because for me, faith is also about like praying. I like prayer. Not everybody does, but it has it's wonderful. I could go on, and I've considered like starting a whole other channel about like more different discussions and different things. But some of important there is a prayer for me. So faith. I feel faith in the storm. And I feel like you think this is the world, and it's really not. It's the magic here. It's this. It's sort of like, see the gray color here versus this bright, vivid colors. This is your soul calling. This is your ancestors and loved ones are saying, this is the truth. This is the truth. This is the illusion. This is kind of interesting. Here we go. Yep. Oh, look at that. I want you to see something, and I'm glad this fell there. Because the Five of Wands to me is sort of like, again, I want you to see the difference. The stuck is here. This is the ego. That's all about the ego. It's all about, I'm right, I'm right, nobody else can be right, or like being right is much more important to you than being happy, or like, and that's sort of like, no. It's sort of, here you have faith, it brings you victory. Faith brings you this confidence. It gives you, it's like a calling. I really feel like it's your calling here. But your ego is blocking you, and it's, look at this, the clouds of confusion. Like I said, this is the illusion. And now for me, the world that is upside down, the street is almost like, well, the world is ending. And if it's upside down, it would be like, actually, I feel like it's almost also like being on top of the world. And so until you let go of the ego, you cannot, and really, really connect to this faith of yours. I know, I worry that I'll post this, but I'm gonna do it anyways. And people want to give me bad things, then I take it. But until you are able to really connect to your faith, like really connect to your, I really want to say, like, then you can have the world, then you can have the treat, then you can have this joy and happiness, conclusion, new beginnings coming way here. Yeah, sort of like, but you know what? I also like it upside down a little bit. I'm gonna be honest, because I sort of like, see, to me, this is sort of like all the nuts and bolts of things coming undone. I sort of feel like all of this also might be an illusion here as well. Oof, that's a very strong statement, my friends. Take it as you will, though. I feel like all of this, I'm gonna say, like, your past loved ones and your ancestors are saying you have a higher calling, my friend, and right now you're not reaching up for it. That's what I'm gonna say. And so I apologize if that triggers you. I really do. I'm like so you have embrace. So you have everything that you need within to get through this moment. Go within and call up your strength earned from past lessons. So embrace. I really kind of want to say it's sort of like, yes, you do have all the strength, but you have everything you need within you to go through this moment. And I want to say that inside you is this. Like I said, you are capable of victory, very much so. But it, to me, really is that you have a higher calling at this point in time, and you're not there yet because the ego is blocking you. When you go within yourself, you silence the world, you silence all the ego, even like, because you're not just going within. The ego kind of prompts us to always listen to externalities. It's like, yes, we have to do whatever thing, like whatever is the current thing. But that's the ego, because we always want to, in a sense, belong. But here it is, if you go within yourself and you're actually calm and kind of meditate a little bit, again, prayer for me is sort of like I keep praying. I keep saying that prayer for you is important. I don't know why. But sort of like that, the clarity comes. I feel like the fog will be lifted. And I love this. And this is your affirmation. All I need is within me. So do not go looking outside. And then, so that's why I'm even here, like with the world upside down. I actually didn't mind this. Like, I'm like, you have the ability to it, but I feel like it's almost like the illusion, you're destroying it a little bit. You don't do. The external is always a reflection of the internal. If you are currently living in this gray thing, or if you think that the world is this gray thing right here, then that's what's going on within you. You feel like you have to keep battling everything. You have to battle everybody. That's the ego, my friend. That's the ego. Heart chakra. Time for us to open up. And you know what the heart chakra is? It's the connection between your higher and your higher self, right? Your upper chakras and your lower chakras. It's the gateway to both of those. It's your heart chakra, and listening to and going in yourself, within yourself, and that's where you will find the answers that you seek. Marriage. Look at those. For some of you, this is important. So your angels are working with you to maintain calmness, respect, and patience for healthy, long-lasting marriage. And now I'm gonna say yes, maybe for some of you that's very important. It's like, the marriage card here is what's coming here, but I feel like it's the marriage within yourself. I know your lower chakras and your higher chakras. I feel like that's what I'm seeing. You have to find like a balance between, we're in the 3D, we're in this world, so there, but then again, you also have a higher calling, so then you have that 5D, finding that balance between them. You cannot be all in one aspect. You have to find, and I really want to say for you, it's the middle of the path. You're too much of a all or nothing kind of personality, maybe, or a person who is all like either all in or all out. Everything is very like you have to find that wiggle. I almost feel like you need to find flexibility. A little, you're too rigid. Transition, we have that. So Archangel Azrael, and so it is the transition. So transition is sort of like a death. It's the transformation. Again, it's sort of like you are moving towards this new transformation, towards a higher self. But you need to, I almost feel like let go and allow. Again, sort of like opening yourself up. Peace after chaos. Yeah, that's what they want. They want you to have this peace. Now let's see what's the fun little, let's see what kind of like messages. One more. Okay, got stuck. Okay, we're going with this because it got stuck, and so we're just gonna let it be. We'll see if it works for the other ones here. May is an important month for you. May is an important month for you. Bet. So betting might be like, like taking risk on yourself here. Day. Yeah, so day. A day in May. May Day. May Day might have something to do with important here for you. I also want to say hamster for some reason. I don't know why hamster, but that's sort of what's coming through here. Hay for some of you. Hay is actually very important because it actually keeps, during the winter months, it keeps all the animals, it gives them something to eat. So hay is very important. So like maybe preparing for things. Bat, transformation. Yep, transformation, a bat, transformation. What else is there? Anything? Is there anything else you want to say? For some of you, Matt might be something. Matt might be a person's name. Tammy might be another person's name. Deb. like, whoa. I actually didn't want to say names, but sort of just kind of go like, bye. Say goodbye. Bye. Yep. Bye, Matt. Bye. Okay. I think we're gonna last one. Anything else? One last. Mad. Made. Mad, maybe. Mad. Made. Mad. Made. You made something. Something, they need something for you. Okay. So I'm gonna leave it there. I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, I am so sorry. I just say whatever the message is. Please don't, shoot the messenger, if you will. Thank you so much. I feel honored that I was able to read your cards. And actually, I'm gonna say like a marriage. Have faith in yourself and have faith in another person as well. If you're doubting things, I feel like there's a sense of like you can make it work, but you both have to open your hearts up a little bit. Okay. All right. With that, thank you so much. Bye-bye, my dear friends. Hello, my friends from group 3. Oh my goodness. So I should probably have put a trigger warning with this. It's like right now the spirits are like, past loved ones, are just kind of dulling it out. So I apologize if you don't necessarily enjoy this. But I do say whatever it is coming through here. So cold, leap, and closed. Okay. Now this is an interesting, this is actually my deck, Mystic Sight. And I like this a lot because it's a very intuitive deck. So right now I feel like, maybe you are in a cold, like it could be winter, like cold season is cold. But what I'm seeing here is almost like a sense of feeling alone. That's what I'm like, the cold. It's not just that you're physically cold, it's sort of like you're keeping a distance here too. And sort of feeling a little hermit mode, but because I feel like all your energy is going down. But like you're trying to ground. I feel like that's a sense here. You're sort of like in this state of grounding energy because you're trying to preserve. Preserve heat, preserve things. So maybe you're, in terms of like you're feeling scarcity, you might just feel like alone in terms of like, hey, no, like no loved ones are there. No, that's not true. Your past loved ones and your ancestors are 100% there. And so I feel like there's a sense of like, and here even you have the little bird, you can't really see it, but it's there, it's coming towards it. Oh, the cold also could be maybe having something to do with illness. It feels like there's a sense. And so what I'm gonna say here is sort of strange. And so sort of like, I feel like you think that you are maybe like I really feel like you think you're alone. I feel like you might think that like I feel very much a sense of like kind of giving up in a sense. But I feel like you're very important, and that's sort of a message that they were saying. So even here, without leaves, without anything here, you actually will provide these birds a place to like sit. You provide, like you, even if right now you're not full of leaves, you still are important. And so I feel like that's a message here. You're important, even if you think like, whether you think you don't have money, whether you don't think you have love, there's just like, it's an importance to you being here. And so that's I almost feel like that's such a strong message here. It's like for you You provide something. You are of value. Yeah, that's what it is. You are valuable as you are, even if you think that you have nothing to offer. That is the furthest like thing that is from the truth. It's like you do have a lot to offer, and it's okay to go deep within your roots for a little while when it's cold, when you feel like there's and connecting to the ground. But here it is, the thing. There is also a sense of needing to take that leap, right? A leap, sort of continuation. It's sort of like you dig within yourself, deep within yourself. And now, interesting, because this door is closed, right? It's sort of like, it feels like your heart is closed here because it's the green color. I even has the green here. So it's like your heart is closed. And sort of, I feel like what is happening here is that this, as long as this door remains closed, it doesn't want to be closed, because look, there's abundance. There's like this amazing, beautiful greenery around it. Even itself is quite lovely. As long as you keep that door closed, you are going to stay in that state of coldness here. You have to take this leap of faith. You have to start trusting in yourself, actually, because this leap of faith is not so much in trusting in others, but it's trusting in yourself. And I really want to say that yes, you are. There is so much value to you. There is so much, like, you are really a beautiful and amazing person. And for you to think that otherwise, it's sort of like, it's such a false statement. It's not a truth at all. But what's happening and why you are feeling in this cold and why it feels like this state is because your heart chakra is closed, and we need to open it up gently. And how do we do it? By taking a leap of faith. And by that I mean take a leap of faith and maybe in a dream that you have. Take a leap of faith. Go talk to that person, that's like to a stranger. Like, take a leap of faith. It's sort of like go in the uncomfortable, like, you know, sort of like get out of your safety zone a little bit and try something new. And I think that's what I'm seeing here. And then we open this closed door, and then we have, from the cold turns to summer to heat. Let's go ahead and see. Oh boy, yeah, okay, look at this. All right, my friends. I love how spirit is like, so the cold here is this tower moment, right? The tower moment, whatever tower moment you have gone through, yeah, it sort of made you feel like this cold, like you like there's nothing left, and that is I really have to say, the tower moment feels that way. It is often very intense, but it is not a truth. It is actually clearing out the way for something completely new. And we have the Ace of Coins, the Ace of Pentacles. This is what's coming for you, but you have to, again, take a leap of faith. And so I love that this is the Page of Cups, and we're diving into water here. Page of Cups is all about expressing our emotions, expressing ourselves. It could even be expressing ourselves creatively, writing, drawing, painting, singing, dancing, all this way of expressing. Taking a leap of faith, I almost feel like, into your emotions, into your creativity, will bring in, like, will open that, the closed door. And working on your chakra here will also bring, look, new opportunities. And I almost feel like, look, new opportunities where there is actually a sense of new beginnings, new opportunities coming, and a sense of collaboration. For some of you, it might be collaborating in terms of work, finances. For others of you, it might be collaborating in terms of, like, love. There might be somebody new coming in here. Maybe somebody from your past might even come back. But it's not even, that's not the important thing. The important thing is that by opening your heart, you're allowing new opportunities to come through here. But you have to take that leap of faith. You have to, like, I almost feel like the Page of Cups is very much a Pisces energy. It's sort of going into your dreams and actually, like, and so I would say this about a Pisces. A lot of it is like, they're always considered very dreamy and everything. and they do a lot of the time, they're spending like daydreaming about things, but they also take action. They also are very intuitive and very much aware of their own like emotions, and are very much empaths. All beautiful things, right? And so what I'm asking you is to connect to the dreamer quality in you. Take a deep leap of faith. What is it that you want your life to be like? And I guess that's not really what I'm asking, but actually your past loved ones and your ancestors are asking you to take that leap of faith into your dreams, into having the life that you want, because it's there and available for you. You just gotta open up your heart chakra. You gotta open yourself up. Again, I feel like the cold dot, you closed down because of that tower moment, and it's understandable. It is the most it's a reaction that we have, but we have to, it's like it's time for you to move forward now, my friends. Clearing. Look at this. As energy sensitive beings, we are often transmute energy that we encounter from all places that we go and the people that we meet. Focus on clearing out what isn't innately yours. And so you, because I feel like you probably are an empath, it is very important for you to clear that energy, because you might be going through this cold, you might need to clear because you've been taking on other people's energies. You have, you know, like it's, like I said, very much an empath. So we need to like clear that out. I also feel like that's also part of like clearing out your heart chakra, cleaning it out. Maybe you've taken all this everybody else's stuff, and now it's time for you to like release it, because beautiful things are waiting for you. Let's see what we have. Mindfulness. Oh, look at that. Very much. And you see how like it's the green, the heart chakra here, and then we also have the that leads to the throat chakra, then leads to the third eye, and then leads to the higher self here. It all starts with the being mindful about your heart. And so if you are an empath, maybe there is a need for you to, like, you know, put yourself in light and put boundaries, but boundaries are not the same things as walls. There's a difference, and like closing the door, it's actually hurting you, but putting an energy light boundary around, that's very good. and just being mindful, right? See what your affirmation they have for you. I am loved. Yes, and it's what I wanted to say. You're not alone. You are not this thing like in the cold. You're not. You have so much love from your past loved ones. You have so much love from your ancestors, and I feel like there's so much love coming through already here. You help people, and you may just not be aware of it. There is so much value to you. You're very valuable. You are very, very valuable. You may not be feeling that, but it is totally true. Okay, so we have expansion coming through, and this is, your angels are encouraging you to expand your comfort zone, motivate and inspire. Yes, take that leap of faith. You're expanding to your next level. Look at this. Ooh, I love this, because you are, and it is moving you out of your comfort zone to motivate, to inspire yourself. Again, those dreams, we need to dream those dreams. We have Archangel Zadkiel, and it's all about forgiveness. Forgive yourself and forgive others. It is, and this one is your third eye coming through here. Your intuition is guiding you. and the Page of Cups could also be very good at healing. Don't stay in the tower moment, because the tower moment is like this. It happens. It's afterwards that we feel, you know, where we kind of are like, it happens, and then we can stay in that energy of the tower moment, or we can try to pick ourselves up and heal and move forward. Because tower moment, maybe not everybody will like this, but it is always an opportunity. There's always a silver lining to that tower moment. There is always something there, that it sort of clears our path to something better. And so this is what I am seeing here for you. And we have rewards. Your angels are reminding you of your hard work and determination. It is time to slow down and enjoy your accomplishments. Again, I feel like the rewards are coming in terms of like, you are very valuable. I just don't think you have been acknowledging that for yourself recently. Let's see what letters come out. Let's see if it actually works. It wasn't working before. Let's see if it got stuck. Yeah, I feel like it got stuck. All right. When it all else fails, we just do something else. We just, okay. So 4, and we have this. Sorry. I'm like, one day maybe I'll be able to take it out. I'm sorry that it's making so much noise. I just thought it was cool. And so I kind of went with it. Like, oh, I'll try to get stuff out later. Okay. So new, again, sort of like new. Try something new, my friend. Monday might be important for you. Oh, ray. Oh yeah, I like that. Ray, the ray of sunshine, ray of light. I really want you to look at the numbers are so important for you. The ray of light, like the silver lining to things, my friends. Whatever you can find it, it's there for you. Wondering if okay. Sorry, I'm just like, oh, what can for some of you, like, fly a kite. I'm not sure why that is something. That's why I just feel like I see Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins. Yeah, I don't know if, well, if you don't ever watch Mary Poppins, it's sort of like where the dad is always busy and can't spend time. But in the end, he realizes it's like, what's more important is family. And so what he does is he goes and flies a kite, and he just kind of like stops, worrying about, like, following whatever the other person was telling him, his boss. It's sort of interesting. I also feel like Ray, I know, but there's baby for some of you maybe coming through as well. I don't know why, but I feel like mom, but like in English, like mum, not like mom, but mum. What else? For some of you, boy. So maybe a baby boy coming through. X-ray. So for some of you, maybe seeing X-ray, seeing things clearly, like taking like an X-ray vision in terms of not like seeing the external, but really seeing the heart of the matter. That might be important. A closer look. Look eye. There's Lucky for some of you, if you actually watch that. I feel like toy, maybe toys might be interesting for you. Okay, I'm gonna actually stop there. But thank you so much for being here. I hope you actually liked this reading. I really liked it. I'm telling you, I really liked it. Well, I like doing this reading, so thank you so much for letting me read your cards. It's very important. I really like, if I could hug you, I would. It's sort of like, because I feel like you're at that tower moment, you feel like, oh my goodness, like, it's like, I want you to know how, like, value, like, there is value to you just as you are. Like, and so I get that across, because there is beautiful things. I want you to open your heart again, my friend. I know it's hard when you have a tower moment, or when you're just like, oh my goodness, but it's so worth it, my friend. Especially because I'm going to tell you, your past loved ones and your ancestors have got your back, my friends. It's time to move forward. So thank you so much for being here. It really means a lot to me that you are. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, like it please, and subscribe to the channel. It just helps the channel grow, and it helps me keep coming back for more. I am beyond grateful to you. I'm sending you so much love and so much light. Until I see you in the next one. Bye bye, my dear friends. Ba-da-ba-bum.